get that off, we'll probably hit this fender. So we got the 1, which already came out with the cowl, 2, which already came out with the cowl, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Big one in the back there. So.
That's gonna be the ones on top, and then on the inside we have
There's
the
some secret ones.
bracket, which we'll get to when we get underneath it. We'll show you. And then there's 1 or 2, I believe, in this general facility. And this whole fender comes off as one piece.
And these are 1/2 inch up top,
Yep.
aren't they?
1/2 inch bolts.
Well, it needed time to think. All right, everybody, as you can see, that was a replacement. It looks like they cut it down from how big it used to be.
Yeah. It's at least 2 replacement bolts now.
Yep, it happens.
5/8.
5/8, guys. Oh, heck. Yeah. That's the one that holds the entire truck together. Take that one off, everything falls apart. Oh man, coming loose. Built it up with some washers, did they?
Yeah, looks like 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So now we're gonna go underneath. All right. So in here we're gonna have this bracket. There's gonna be 2 bolts right here. And then up top, there's going to be, let's see, there's 1 inside there that connects kind of that outer edge. That's gonna need to come out. And these 2, I believe, and this whole front fender should come off. Besides the bracket that we have back here on a post, which is a bracket. So we'll try to get these off real quick and wish us luck. It's been a while since we took Chris's apart, so hopefully these are the right one. What's up, baby?
Your turn.
I'm working.
Lucky, go lay down. So, guys, when you're looking at the fender, going in and around the corner here, there's one in there. I don't know if you can see it right now. I don't know if we can actually get a good shot, but that one is kind of a bear. We didn't realize it was there last time on my truck, and we kind of had a difficult time with it on one side.
Yeah,
But
if you guys watched the very first episode, we talked about that 1 bolt that was giving us trouble.
That was the one
bolt. So
yep. So I'm gonna try to get in a position so that I can get some video of it, because it gave us so much trouble. I'd like you guys to be able to see it. There it is, I see it.
that thing was coated.
Oh yeah, absolutely a mess. It's right up there, guys. What a mess.
All right, guys. So I just switched to a 1/4 inch socket and drive. So we'll see if I can get this thing bust loose now that I got most of it clean. I mean,
put your muscles in it, Andrew. Is it? Oh, see the screw. turning, so it's not stripping. The screw's actually turning, so.
Yeah, this is a pretty bad placement for this, but I understand that you want to, especially with an old metal truck that's all metal, I mean, you don't want these panels coming off on the freeway. So.
Jeez, guys, if one of these front panels came off on a freeway and a Prius ran into it, this thing would cover the Prius completely and it'd be more metal than even in the engine. Not talking bad about Priuses.
I wonder what this bolt looks like. Holy moly.
How's that? Oh, jeez, look at how chewed up it is from rust and dust. Terrible. All right, you guys, so we're down to, wow, where is it?
So normally inside this back fender piece, there's a bracket. It's called the fender brace. And it connects to the outside of the fender itself and it goes into the frame of the body where it secures this from flopping or moving.
Flap it.
So, we'll see if we can find it. And with some of the trucks, I don't know.
Don't see it. Interesting.
So there should be at least one on the bottom. Some over here.
Everything's been painted over. Everything's either, looks like it might almost have fiberglass and then some other stuff painted over it. So we gotta figure this one out, guys. There should be one more bolt at the bottom. Okay, yeah, there's one more.
So this will, this bolt right here actually connects the fender to the front pillar piece, or pillar. Runs along the back side of the bumper.
So we got that one there, so one more one.
Like I said, we'll total and we'll pull it off and we'll show you how exactly where the bolts are and how many there are.
Steel paint, there it goes. That broke.
There's the first one.
Yep, you guys see the truck ate Andrew. He's looking, the bracket that would support that fender from flapping's not under there, and there's all kinds of either Bondo and fiberglass or something painted underneath there that looks like maybe they put some of the bed liner, but just a matter of seeing what's holding that fender on still. Oh, pieces falling out. His truck, he can do that. So everybody, if you are tearing apart a vehicle and it's got patch jobs and everything, you know, you guys do it your way, but my recommendation and what we're going to be doing is redoing all that stuff and putting in good metal or putting in a new fender or replacement section, patch panel. Doesn't do any good to take the time and do a restoration on a vehicle unless you actually do it the right way. That's at least my thoughts on the matter, and I'm pretty sure that's what Andrew thinks, right?
Yeah, it looks like the bottom, well, you can see from the bottom part of the fender, there was some primer. So I don't know if the actual truck itself got hit on this corner and then they try to patch up some whatever. I have no idea, but there's a lot of, here, let me see. The camera right here. Yeah, he's still going. You can see all of this in here. You can see the metal coming in right here, and then obviously the path of whatever they put in here. I just peeled this whole corner off all the way down. It's just a minimal rust, but there's nothing that would really warrant all of that putty, fiber, whatever it is. So
yeah, probably caused some of that rust by putting it over because it wasn't watertight.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to get some of this chipped away to see if we can find the bolt to get the rest of this fender off. So wish us luck.
So guys, like on my truck, quite possibly they used what they had, but you know, sometimes you don't have the cash to buy something, wait another month. wait another couple months if you have to. I know people get in a hurry, but sometimes doing it right the first time's better than not.
Alright guys, so here's a little update what we got going on the center side. You can kind of see as far as there's a huge patch panel. Looks like possibly galvanized or something that they put in here, and then they coated it with whatever they used. But what happened was they covered this panel, actually came all the way down and wrapped underneath to right in that area. But there's a bolt, fender bolt, right there from the frame of the body that goes into the fender that they actually covered. So there's a good chance that this piece of metal is still connected all the way down to this corner. So we're gonna have to see if we can get that bolt out, the fender bolt out, and then see if we can disconnect the patch panel that they used or did with the fender. So that is kind of the update of what we got going on here, and we will update with you in just a little bit of what we can find out and do.
Oh, did you reset the camera?
Yeah. The fender itself is actually...
Yeah, the fender looks pretty decent, guys.
As you can hear, it's not.
Put some weight on. Oh boy. All right, everybody, so we got the driver's side fender off. Ta-da! As you guys saw, so we did every video that we could on all the nuts and bolts and everything, including the problem with that piece of metal that was bent around. So
yeah, unfortunately, like I said, the histories of trucks, especially when you buy them, you never know exactly the history. With something like this, they of course didn't tell me that it was an accident, but I guarantee that's exactly, either one, it was in an accident and that's why the front end is completely different colors.
yeah.
This and the hood is red, and this is like a teal.
And this fender was teal as well.
Teal, so most likely there's a couple different truck front end pieces that that are on here now. But yeah, we wanted to make sure that you knew exactly kind of where the bolts were. Like I said, we're gonna put some diagrams in there and show you exactly how many and where they're supposed to be. Like I said, we're missing the fender brace, which on Chris's he had. It just ties that front fender or the back side of the fender to the cab itself, or on the frame. So.
But we're going to break for lunch right now. I got that salmon poke. We got some smoked salmon, cream cheese, and bagels. We're gonna have that too. Got some pickled onions and capers and lemon. And then we're gonna do the other side. We'll do a time lapse of that, but we won't get in depth because it's gonna be the same thing as this side, just in reverse.
Just the opposite side. Hopefully there's no secrets, things going on with that side. Hopefully it's pretty easy. Like I said before, working on Chris's truck, we remember that bolt on the front by the headlight.
Yep.
That was a pain last time.
Yep.
So you guys were able to see it, and it was a little pain this time too, but we were able to get it.
So we knew it was there.
Yeah. If we knew it was there last time, probably wouldn't have been as bad with his. But
yeah. So anyways, all right, we'll check back in with you. Thanks for watching.
All right, guys. So we got all the bolts up top done. I know we were talking about doing just time lapse, but one thing that we did notice when we went to go take apart this fender is you can see this guy right here. So this is gonna be the fender brace that we were talking about that the other side did not have. So it connects to the center, almost the center area of the fender, left side of the wheel on the passenger side, and then it goes and connects to the cab itself. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off. It looks like they put a little plate right here. It's a Phillips that's gonna come off, and it looks like for some reason they did the same thing over on this side, as far as the Bondo / sealant, probably another plate underneath that I'll have to take off to get to the bolt that's down here to get the fender off. So that's a little bit of update. I'm gonna knock that out real quick, and then when I get done, we'll take the fender off. So stay tuned. Let me show you guys what's going on. So as you can see, like I said before, that's that bolt. There was a big old chunk right here of weld that was coming down here that was stuck to get an extension or anything on. This is all plate like the other side. Then they welded this bottom plate for some reason to this. So we had to bust all the Bondo, filler, whatever that they layered on top of the material. So we're almost there.
It's so cool how he says we. Yep.
Does it like big old butt cheeks?
Yep, that's what it is. Big old butt cheeks.
So not bad. Out of the whole front end so far, I think there was only 2 or 3 bolts that snapped. There was one over here, I know there was one over there, and there might have been another one. One cool thing for us was that they did not put a bolt back up in here because it snapped last time.
So
we didn't have to worry about that that bolt, which is
thank goodness.
Pain in the butt. So.
This was the side that was the problem last time.
On his, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. As you can see, it's been stripped down just a bit.
Yep, we got the driver's side fender off, passenger side fender, the front hood cowl, hood hinge, and the front grille completely off, just a little bit ago. So.
Yep, got the parking lights, the headlights. The parking lights, of course, in the front grille. So all of those are bagged and tagged, and waiting to be taken back out, stripped down, repainted, and put back on.
Yep. So the next video we'll probably finish up the rest of the front end, which would be the front bumper, the front pillar piece, the front radiator protector. I don't know, the front. It's not a shroud or anything, but the last yellow piece on the front end, and then probably the inner fender liners.
And the wiring, probably the headlight wiring and everything.
Yep.
So.
And then after that, we'll move towards the back of the truck. Probably take the bed off. We'll wait for the cab to be last type thing, which I think is what we did on yours. We waited till the cab to be last, so we do all the windows, doors, everything like that. So.
Yep. And then last time we just lifted the cab right off. This time we've got the hoist, the winches set up here in the garage. We may incorporate those somehow.
Yeah. So only time will tell. Or we might just get a couple other guys and have them do the lifting instead of us. So I don't know. So.
It's probably take 4 guys to do the lifting that we did.
Yeah.
So
it didn't look like a struggle, but it was pretty rough. The edges on the steps are a little bit sharper than we thought. And
he didn't wear gloves. I did.
Yeah, I wasn't smart about that one. So but, yeah, there you have it.
Couple of repairs going to need to be done, but they're going to be super easy repairs, and we'll get into that when we get into it. It's corners of the cabs. It's a common thing. There's some replacement parts for that that's real easy, and if we can't get replacement parts, we'll manufacture them anyways. It won't be a problem.
Yep, that's the only really thing that I saw, especially being underneath, trying to get those panels pieces fixed or out to get to those fender bolts. All the rest of the cab and underneath looked like it was actually lined with either paint or some kind of protectant. So it looks clean. I'm excited to show you guys kind of what it looks like and get the rest of it broken down. So
the only problem is if it was lined and rust got in under it, then, but we're going to find that out because it's all going to get stripped down anyways. That's old stuff, and Andrew's going to want to put new stuff.
Make it as clean as possible. So
yeah. Anyways, hey, we appreciate you guys watching, and if you stick around, this is just the first couple of videos on this truck. We're going to continue on with many more.
Yep. Appreciate it, like you said. Please like and subscribe. More content coming, especially with this thing and other stuff that we have going on. More projects. So
we always got something going on.
Always.
All right, you guys, take care and be safe.
Thank you.